So day 3 of reading a proverb a day. Today's chapter 3, and it's filled with so much good stuff. And so I'm going to just read a chunk of this because I feel like there's so many things that I want to talk about, but I'm going to just let the word speak for itself. Starting in verse 3, it says, "Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. So you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord, and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh, and refreshment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, and with the firstfruits of your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, or be weary of his reproof. For the Lord reproves him who he loves, as a father the son of whom he delights." Just right there, that last verse is so good. Sometimes when we're in a process of refinement, sanctification, it feels painful. We're going through it, we're getting refined, and that's never easy. That's never easy to be pruned. It's never comfortable. It's never pain-free. But it's actually a sign, when we're feeling those things, it's a sign that God is at work in us, getting rid of the old self, turning us into this new creature, this new being that he's called us to be, a new life. He's called us to live a pure life, a holy life. And that's only possible through the power of the Holy Spirit in us. He wants us to be useful for the purpose that he's called us to. A purpose not for us. And I have to remind myself every day, my purpose isn't about me. It's not about making me money. It's not about my success. It's about helping. It's about caring. It's about serving other people. God has called each one of us to a specific thing on this earth, a specific path, a specific gift, a specific purpose, a specific assignment. And those things are not for us. But the way that we get there is through a refining process. And that takes discipline. That takes him disciplining us, getting rid of the old things that we don't need in this new life that he's offered us. And earlier in this chapter, it talks about trusting in the Lord with all our heart, not leaning on what we think is right. And so if we're not leaning on what we think is right, we have to lean on something else. And we lean on God in those moments through prayer, through trust, through faith. That's what faith is. It's trusting in him. Even when we don't see him, even if we may not hear him, we go to his word and we say, all right, God, what do you want me to do in this situation? Proverbs is amazing because it reminds me daily that wisdom is not just knowledge. I could read this and then go about my day and do nothing of the words that I've read. And Jesus actually tells us, do not just be hearers of the words, but be doers also. And so for me, it's accountability. Am I going to just read this, or am I going to do my best to live these things out day after day? So it's a good thing to fill my mind with this every day so I know the way in which I need to walk, and so that I could do that. Because wisdom is knowledge applied. It's one thing to know it, and it's one thing to do it. Love y'all.